April 27th, 2020 was the original release date of the original Adventures of Sodor Episode 9, The Grown Castle Gang. The plot followed as I'm about to say. It started off with Gordon telling stories about his days on the LNER, which a lot of the engines started to kind of laugh at because they didn't quite believe it. Then Thomas is told to go and get some supplies and take it to obviously the castle. We then have a montage of Thomas going to the castle, and then it cuts over to everyone at the castle waiting for the big surprise that someone mentioned before telling Thomas to go to the castle. So between the Gordon telling about the LNER and Thomas going to the castle. So then there's the big reveal, but I'm not going to spoil it. And he becomes part of the Autistic Castle group. So this is a Tele-Snap reconstruction, mainly due to the difficulties of this episode, as I remember having quite a bit of difficulties recording it because of how many characters needed to be at the castle. So that is why it's only a Tele-Snap reconstruction, because of how difficult it would be to refilm. So yeah. So enjoy this Tele-Snap reconstruction and have a great day. The original Adventures of Sodor, Episode 9, The Grown Castle Gang. Gordon was telling one of his stories from the LNER. The engines were quite enjoying it. He was going on about his days before coming to Sodor. However, not all the engines believed it, and started to make jokes of him. "It's real, okay? It is." "No, it's not," said Thomas. "It is," said Gordon. "It sounds crazy, I know, but it's real." Just then, Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds. "Thomas, I need you to collect some supplies to go to the castle. We're having a very special engine coming today, and the Earl himself has purchased this very special engine. We need to make sure everyone is there for the great reveal of this engine and the great grand welcoming." "Yes, sir," said Thomas, and Thomas hurried out the sheds and rushed over to Knapford Station. He collected some supplies and set off on his journey. Thomas soon arrived at the castle. He was very excited to see who the new engine was. He went around the castle and entered through the back. He then steamed over to a switch of points, and then he put the supplies in a siding, and then hurried back to Knapford to collect some more. This went on for around a week, with all the engines helping, until finally the grand day came. All the Tismouth crew and Millie, Glyn and Stephen were waiting at the castle gate, at the castle drawbridge, waiting for the engine to arrive. They heard chuffing and puffing, and then The reveal started. The drawbridge began to lower. Then a large green engine that looks like Gordon steamed into the castle. Oh, I say, what a grand castle. Gordon recognised the voice and saw the engine give him a wink. "Scotsman!" shouted Gordon. "That's me, little brother." I am not your little brother. I was built before you. I'm your prototype." Good to see you all again. "It's not good to see you if you keep on calling me little brother." Oh, calm it down, Gordon. Besides, I'm just here because... "What are you doing here, Scotsman? We're waiting for the special engine." "I am the special engine." "What?" "Yes, the Earl brought me to work at Ulster Castle. And, well, let's just say, it's been a place I've been wanting to see on your island for a long, long time. I'm due to take express runs around the island and bring visitors and passengers from all over the island to the castle, Gordon." Wow," said Gordon. "But, doesn't, Connor and Caitlin already do that?" said Millie. "Oh, yes, but they aren't always here, so I'm a more permanent, I don't know how to put this without saying replacements. I'm more of a permanent replacement for them, if that makes sense. It's not completely correct, but it's the best way I can put it with the way I'm thinking at the moment." "Well, I'm just glad to have another historic engine at the castle," said Stephen. "Me too. Now, let the show begin," said the Flying Scotsman. And the show began as all the engines listened to the band. They stayed there all day and enjoyed every second of it. When the engines went home, the engines went into their shed, and they grinned and smiled, and they had a short little chat. "Ooh, I'll sure be happy on this island," said Scotsman. "And I'm glad that you're here, Scotsman. It's a privilege to have another engine that's historically new." "And I'm also glad to know another historic engine. That's another engine I can add to my collection book on engines I've met." "Oh, that's a good one, Millie. I'm being serious, Green." "Oh, well, I'm glad that I'm here, and I think we better get some sleep. I have a very, very, very busy day tomorrow," said Scotsman. "Precisely," said Stephen. "If only my Rainhill friends could see this castle now. Anyway, we better all get some sleep. Good night, everyone," said Stephen. "Good night," said everyone, and they all went to sleep. Hello YouTube, Creator J1 here. Now, I didn't put this credit at the beginning of the video because I didn't know I was going to be using it, because this is all live recording, so I can't make it up as I go, as I don't usually use a script, and I didn't know this would be included, but thanks to Dalekium, I think that's how you pronounce that, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, for providing the Westminster Bridge theme when Thomas was doing his run up to the castle. Yeah, thank you for providing that music. I did not really know I was going to be using it in this episode. It was free to use. A link to his channel will be in the description. He makes great music, and a lot of the music is free to use. You better check the description though, because it isn't always free to use. But he has a terms of usage in the description, so if you read that, then you know which music is or isn't free to use. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.